Namaste, yogis. We're going to begin this sequence for yin in Adepts pose. Take a big breath as we prepare ourselves for the sequence that is ahead of us. Find a comfortable seat on your mat. And we're going to start by placing our hands to the side or behind us. Just rolling the shoulders a little bit. Now we're going to take our elbow, bring it across the body for a gentle shoulder stretch. Bring the elbow out. Again, other shoulder this time. Just a light stretch. Breathe out. Bring the elbow out. One more time. The side we started with. Stretch the shoulder. And last go around. Stretching that shoulder. Very good. Now we are going to warm up the neck. We can start by looking down, looking up, again down to the earth, up to the sky, maybe turning the head slightly. Now we're going to tilt the neck back and forth, very slowly, very gently. We got to practice awareness, especially with our neck. Come into a circle, revolve in the opposite direction, head center. We've warmed up the shoulders and neck. Now we can begin our sequencing. So, come into a bound angle pose. If you like, you can place your back against the wall. If you're at home doing this alone, or if you're observing, then just imagine having your back against the wall. And we are going to put a slight bend in the body forward. Maybe grab onto our feet or put our hands out in front of us. Whatever is natural to you. Inhale for 4. If it feels comfortable to you, you can hold that breath. If not, then feel free to just exhale for 4. As we exhale, we want to lower our body down towards our feet. If you want, you can round the back, or you can keep it kind of straight if you prefer. Either or, no need to be picky. It's yin. We're doing whatever is comfortable for our body, because we will be holding these poses for a minute or 2, maybe even 3 minutes. So we want to be comfortable in our pose. As you exhale, bring the body down. Inhale, it lifts back up just a bit. Exhale, downward a little. Practice awareness of your lower back in this pose. Feel the stretch. If it's comfortable to you, maybe rock back and forth. Find a nice seat on the sit bones. Lower. I will ask of you to rise up in bound angle, and if you would like, you can turn the palms outward, place them across the thigh and the shins. We definitely don't want to push on the knees for a deeper stretch, because that can cause a knee injury. We want to be gentle with our bound ankle and just let gravity do its work. But we can assist gravity with our forearms. If you'd like, right now is a good time to practice a mudra, or just sort of any mantra if you feel the need to. Today we will be focusing on gratitude. So just be grateful that you have this body that you're in, and you're taking the time to bring awareness to your self-care and to your physical health. And I'm sure that that will help with your mental and emotional health too, as it usually follows one another. So we are stretched in bound angle and just counting our breath, being grateful for this moment that we're in, for our self-care. I will now ask of you to come into a deer pose. So we are going to start in half butterfly, and we're going to bring one leg slowly back. You can take your palm of your left or right arm, whatever arm your leg was out in, half butterfly, and use it to assist you to bring that back leg back, or that outstretched leg back, excuse me. And in deer pose, we want to sort of focus mostly being on the sit bones. Our leg, our back leg, is going to want to resist. So it's going to actually push us this way on our sit bone. We don't want to force it, but it is best if you try to remain completely seated on the ground. If you can't, then you can always come out here even if needed, and just do a very gentle stretch. If you need to, use the hand to assist you in this seated posture. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Being grateful for every breath that we take, whether choosing to hold it in or release it right away. Very well, we will now come back into half butterfly. So bring that leg, the back leg, out in front of you. And we are going to go to a head to knee pose. So keeping the back straight, you want to exhale and bring the torso towards the knee. Inhale, exhale. find whatever is most comfortable to you. Some of us are right here. Some are all the way down to our knee. Our hands can be placed under our calf. Maybe we stretch the foot a little. Push it out, bring it in. Come back down to head and knee pose. We're going to feel it in the side of our lower back. Now we will come into half butterfly the other side, and using our palm to assist us, we will bring that outstretched leg back into a seated deer pose. And we're just going to hold for a minute or two. Again, reminding ourselves to be grateful for the air that we breathe and the body that we're in. If you need to, you can come down to the forearm, if that is most comfortable to you, or you can just relax with your palm on the earth or on the ground. Try to keep the back upright and the sit bones mostly on the floor. As discussed, this back leg is going to work against you, and it's going to push the pelvis and the sit bones this way. Maybe you're already on the floor though. If not, you'll get there. Or maybe you're just working yourself up into seated with the palm on the floor. And that is fine too. I like to sway back and forth a little bit, reminding myself to be gentle, though I don't want to feel a deep stretch in this pose. There should be no pain whatsoever. If there is, then you want to release the pose into a more comfortable asana. Now we will come back out into half butterfly. We're going to head to knee the other side now. So we can grab the back of the calf or the big toe and the side of the foot. I like to grab the calf because it gives me a chance to move my feet around. I'm going to inhale, exhale, and come down towards the knee. Inhale, exhale. Be aware of your lower back during this stretch. Yin is about being gentle with ourselves and our body. So we always want to come into a yin class with as little judgment of ourselves as possible. In general, that's a good rule to stick with yoga anyway. Very good. We will come into double pigeon now. And we're just going to do a slight bend forward. Rise back up towards the sky. Our final pose in this sequence will be a Sphinx pose. We have been stretching out the lower back, so we want to counterpose it with a small back bend. So come to prone position on your forearms. We're just going to breathe in this pose for a minute or two. Maybe stretch the belly, open up the belly or the navel a little bit. We can draw the feet inward towards the butt, or we can keep them down here. We'll come up into tabletop position for a quick bow and child's pose. And turn, come into our seated position. Namaste, yogis. Thank you for joining me. And remember, be grateful for every moment and every day and every breath that you have. I will see you later.